the night before when he came in and he stood by the foot of my bed and he looked so healthy. And I said, honey, you look so good, good exercise, and his face looks so good. And then 6 hours later.
It was about 4 in the morning. We didn't know at the time, but would find out. Our oldest son came in with an excited tone saying, Nathan is breathing funny.
I just jumped out of bed and I went into his room, and by the time I got there, he wasn't breathing at all. He did one last agonal breathing, kind of breathing, and then nothing. And I'm saying, Nathan, Nathan, and he's not responding. I went and turned on the light and I look at his skin and it's starting to get a little bluish right here. And so I ran in and I got Jeff and I said, Jeff, Nathan's not right. And he ran in and he immediately started doing CPR.
Well, you always wonder what you would do in that situation as a parent, and I'd wondered that all my life. And now here it was. I continued just pressing on his chest and praying, and heard the siren come, getting closer and closer. Gable let them in, brought them in. They came around the corner and into the room, and at that point I was happy to get out of the way.
They come in the room and they take over from Jeff and start doing the CPR. It's not looking good, it's not looking good. And Gable takes my phone from me and he starts continuing the texting for prayer and the calling for prayer. They had at least gotten him stabilized enough to put in the ambulance. And so get in the ambulance and we're off, and I just say to the driver, so how do you think he is? And he says, I don't know, ma'am, I'm not back there, but I'm pretty good at reading faces, and I could tell it wasn't good.
When Gable and I arrived at the hospital, they met us at the emergency room and brought us into an empty room off to the side where Alicia was, and one of the chaplains from the hospital was there. And we were gathered in that room, and the nurse told us at that time that they are continuing to work with him, and at whatever point they get him stabilized, they want to transport him down to Florida Hospital South, that the helicopter is already on its way.
And so I'm going out to the helicopter, and one of the male nurses went with me, and he was such a kind presence by me. But seeing the helicopter go up was probably, during this whole time, one of my darkest moments. And I know in my heart, they don't know if I'm going to see him alive again.